Good morning. This is what we've got for breakfast this morning. I don't want to stir it too much because, as you can see, it's so full, but this is steel cut oats and we just put some chopped up banana and frozen strawberries in there. I just had the lid on and was hoping that these strawberries would quickly defrost so we can serve it. Maybe this does not look that appetizing. This is let me just show you. It's the steel cut oats. It's the instant steel cut oats. We love the regular steel cut oats, but for a school day morning, usually steel cut oats works better because they cook in just a couple of minutes. The kids are done their breakfast. They actually finished that whole pot of oatmeal. I didn't know if that would happen, but it's all gone. And I usually have my breakfast a bit later after the kids, and so I just made myself my smoothie. So in this smoothie, I put almond milk, cottage cheese, frozen strawberries, and protein powder. And then I put a scoop of collagen in there as well. And that is my breakfast as we are just about to get ready starting school. I usually like to eat breakfast right around 9 o'clock. Just pouring myself my first coffee now. Nice and hot. I just put a little bit of cream into my coffee. Today's video is a collaboration with my friend Tiffany from her channel Large Family Love. She is a mom of 6 and she regularly posts food idea videos, like full day of food, what I eat in a day videos on her channel. She is, for the month of January, doing this whole eat at home challenge, and she is posting what I eat in a day videos daily. Tiffany is such a sweet lady. She is a busy mom like myself, so I know that her meal ideas are budget friendly, quick and easy. So if you enjoy these full day of food videos on my channel, I know that you would love getting some meal ideas from her. I will post her video down below in the description box, and I would love if after you're done watching this video, you go check out her full day of food video for today. If you're new here to my channel from Tiffany's, welcome. My name is Julie. I am a homeschooling mom of 5, and I do post regular full day of food, how many times have I said that phrase, videos here on my channel. Every Wednesday I post one. So if you are new here, I would love if you would hit that subscribe button down below, and thank you for coming over and watching today's video. So a snack we often have in the morning is apricots. So open that up and you guys can each have a few apricots before we go play outside. We're just finishing up our gather round lesson, and then you guys all, I don't know, how many do you want? 2? I think 2 is a good amount, or 3. 2 or 3 is probably fine. And then I want everyone to have socks on and go play outside. I'm just about to get started making lunch now. It's been a pretty relaxing last hour or so in here this morning because we finished our first few school subjects, and then I always send the kids outside for at least a half hour, even in the cold, and then they come back in and do math. But we did get a fresh dusting of snow last night, and so the kids all have been out there now for over an hour, and I haven't called them in because, you know, when they get busy and creative outside playing, that's fine. They can stay out until lunch if they want to. So I'm gonna get started making lunch here. I think we're just gonna do finger food for lunch. That's one of our favorites. That goes down so well, goes over so well with the kids. So I'll always do crackers and cheese and meat, some raw veggies, usually some fruit, and I'm also going to boil some eggs, and then the kids can just kind of take what they want. I set it all out. It's just a nice, easy lunch option. Also, sometimes I will eat everything with this finger food lunch. Other days I decide to make a low carb meal of it. So I will basically eat everything that the kids eat with the exception of the crackers. So to keep it a low carb meal, I haven't quite decided which one I'll do today, but it is almost lunchtime and I'm not feeling super hungry. Like if I'm feeling really hungry, I'll be tempted by all the crackers. But I'm feeling okay today, so I think I will try to keep it low carb. Okay, I mean, our lunch doesn't always look this pretty, but today I went the extra mile and made it look so nice. Let's get that out of the way so we can see just how pretty this looks. So Andrew made me this cutting board. He's been working on it for the last few weeks and finally just finished it yesterday. So I wanted to, you know, debut, not that you can even really see it because it's covered in food, but loving this cutting board, and it fits. I mean, I really had to pile things high, but this is our lunch. Fingers off, fingers off. So we have a row of veggies. We have some apple slices, some salami, some ham, cheese strings, crackers, cashews, almonds, and some boiled eggs. I'm just gonna set this to the table. Actually, I might just leave it here and have the kids just come up with their plates and serve themselves. That is lunch today. In a second, I'll show you how my plate looks. This is how my plate of food looks for keeping it low carb. So I just don't have crackers. I have only a couple carrot sticks and a couple of apple slices because yes, those do have carbs, but if you are keeping it super low carb, maybe you wouldn't even want those. You can choose how to, you know, do your low carb diet. But this is how my plate looks for lunch. And we are also, and here's Wesley's plate. We're just getting everybody served. We're about to sit to eat, but we haven't started yet. The kids are just still getting some of their food, and we came in from playing outside, and I said, why don't you have some hot chocolate? We have hot chocolate, and I bought this big pack. Oh, is it already put away? Okay, but this big pack has all these flavors like Rolo, Turtles, it has Arrow, and After 8, all these different flavors of hot chocolate, and we just haven't really used them. And so I said, why don't you guys have hot chocolate? So Charity is making, yeah?
The Arrow would be boring, except it's Arrow s'mores. So it's got a tiny marshmallows in it.
So Charity's making hot chocolate for everybody. So once she has that ready, we'll sit down to eat. But just on a note for the low carb I talked about, some people are super strict on following a low carb diet and they count their carbs, and I don't. I used to follow Trim Healthy Mama a little bit more closely, and so I was, you know, making sure, I don't even remember anymore, I think it was 6 or 7 carbs. I was trying to keep 1 or 2 meals a day under that number of carbs. I don't count, I'm not super careful, I'm not like fixated on it. I just do try once or twice a day to have a meal that is low carb. I'm not having, you know, like crackers or pasta or bread. I'm not someone who follows it super closely or counts carbs or anything. So just a little disclaimer, but Zara's standing in front of me and she wants to show what she chose for lunch.
Yes, I chose like some almonds.
Yeah.
And then some of the cheese crackers, salami, cucumbers, and apples.
That looks absolutely delicious. I love how all of the kids, I know,
a lot of this because
you did take a lot of almonds. That's great. I know the kids will all go up there and pick veggies because I know that the veggies are mandatory, right? It's not just optional.
Like,
you have to have.
If we don't get a veggie, you're just gonna make us get a veg. You're just gonna like give us some veggies anyway.
That's
so
true. That's true. It's not optional.
What? We just choose. Why do you not like eating carbs?
Why do I not like eating carbs? I just don't need carbs as much as kids do. Kids need carbs for energy, but adults need carbs too. I just don't need as many carbs as kids do.
So this is what I got. I got some apples, salami, ham, some veggies like cucumbers and carrots, almonds, cheese crackers, and half-boiled egg because 2/4. Also, there weren't a lot of almonds left.
We can get some more almonds out if we need to. I didn't realize you guys would eat so many nuts, but that looks delicious. And thank you for making the hot chocolate. We're just waiting for water to boil for hot chocolate.
The plain ones aren't my favorite.
Yeah, these ones are like a spiced. They're tamari almonds. You like those?
Really yummy. Yeah, they're really good. They're my favorite. I'm leaving enough so we can put milk in, but not too much because I felt the water and it's not too hot because I don't like to get it.
Did you not even let it boil? It's just warm?
I got it pretty warm.
Okay.
And I felt it and it was like a little bit hot.
This is pretty good. This is all that is left. Look how many carrots. This is all that is left from our lunch, and so I just moved it onto the table here because I thought it's just here, and at snack time, whenever the kids are hungry, they can just come and grab something off this tray. I'm having another coffee now. I'm going to be starting to make chili for supper in just a few minutes, but first I had some dry beans. I hadn't prepped them before now, so they are just going in the Instant Pot. It's like a cup of kidney beans, 3.5 cups of water, and it has to cook for 45 minutes. So as soon as those kidney beans are done cooking, then I'll start making supper. Okay, I'm gonna start putting together the chili now. I've got my kidney beans. I just did a big batch. A lot of those kidney beans are gonna go in the freezer. They're not all for my chili. I'm not making a batch of that big. Chili is one of my favorite things to make. I think part of the reason
it's one of my favorites besides how good it tastes, is that I don't use a recipe. I of course used to use a recipe. I kind of adjusted it a little bit and I have it memorized, so I can just really easily throw all the ingredients together that I need for this recipe. Now, one kind of annoying thing, we do up our own tomatoes, and I thought we had some more cans of diced tomatoes. Went to our stock, and this is spaghetti sauce, so I'm going to use it. I think it will be fine. I think the spices might be a little bit interesting with spaghetti sauce rather than just plain diced tomatoes, but so the ingredients I use, I'll show you the process as I'm putting it all together, but I'm going to chop up an onion, I'm gonna chop up a green pepper, I do the tomatoes, tomato paste, I have ground beef sitting here on the counter. That is all defrosted. So first in my slow cooker, I'm going to saute my pepper, my onion, and my beef. Why don't I just stop talking, do those three things, and then I'll show you what I put in next. My onion and pepper and 2 pounds of ground beef are cooked, and so I already dumped the jar of spaghetti sauce in here. I'm a little bit curious if this is gonna actually taste like chili or if it's gonna taste like we're just eating spaghetti sauce. I guess time will tell. I'm thinking maybe I should add 1 more jar of the spaghetti sauce. I'll get everything else in first and then see how that is. So I am going to add, let's see here. I'm thinking not even half of these kidney beans. Usually if I had, okay, that's probably half. Usually if I had cans, I would do 2 cans of kidney beans. I'm going to add 1 can of tomato paste. And then for spices, I would probably do 1.5 teaspoons of garlic powder, same with the onion powder, probably 2.5 to 3 teaspoons of chili powder. I do 1 little scoop here of this stevia, and then some salt and pepper. I'm a little bit unsure if I should be adding fewer spices just because of how many spices are already in the spaghetti sauce. I'll probably add less salt. I did add 1 more jar of spaghetti sauce, and then when I added that, I added some more spices, and then I thought I could use a few more kidney beans. So all of a sudden we've got a full pot of chili here. I did taste it, and while it is full of a lot of different flavors, it is really tasty. So I think that will be good tonight. It is already, can you see that? It's 3:20. So this only has to cook for a couple of hours. I'm just going to set it to slow cook, make sure that it's on high, and it just needs to be warmed, and then I'm gonna quickly just wash up all these dishes. For my snack, I am having this cherry Greek yogurt, and then we're also gonna have some of these peanut butter pretzels. The kids are gonna be coming and having a snack soon. I'm not sure what exactly they're gonna have. They have a bit of a choice over what they have for snack, but usually whatever I bring out, they're like, oh, I want that. So if I bring out peanut butter pretzels, we do have another jar if we finish these. The kids all love these too. Supper is ready. The chili doesn't look much different from when you last saw it. We did grate some cheese. We'll have sour cream. Winning combination on chili. And then we also have a sleeve of crackers. And that's dinner tonight. And for dessert, we're gonna have some of these cookies, these celebration cookies. They are these little 2 packs of cookies. There's dark chocolate ones. Is that one dark chocolate? No milk chocolate. We're gonna keep looking until we find dark chocolate. Milk chocolate? The dark chocolate ones better not be gone. Okay. There's only 5 in the whole pack.
This one.
What? Only 5? Okay, perfect. That's the one I want. Okay, there's some milk chocolate ones, and then there's some of these mint ones too. And I'm gonna close my video there. So thank you so much for watching.
What did you want to say? Okay.
Bye.
I think I will have sparkling water a little bit later on tonight, but that's it. I don't usually snack after supper, so that's where I'm gonna close this. Thank you for watching. Again, make sure you go check out Tiffany's channel and check out her full day of food as soon as you're done watching this one, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Good night.
Bye.